gentlemen, to another edition of the OSWA Recap. I'm Michael Gentry filling in for Joe and PK tonight. And Corporate Ladder 2017 was an amazing night of action. We kicked things off tonight with a great tag team matchup. Matt Mosley teaming with newcomer Sam Cooper, taking on a great team, the Northern Lights, Dynamic Dexter and Stevie Ray Frost. A great tag team match to get things off underway. We see at the end that the Northern Lights picked up the victory with that double Samoans drop right there. The second match of the night, a great one. A little bit of feuding going on here between Jake Hughes and Logan Adams in singles action. We saw them kind of culminating after months of Jake's betrayal of Logan Adams from CTMD presents the Super Bad Boys Club's talent pool. In the end, we saw Jake Hughes pick up the victory, walk away, and their friendship somewhat amended, but a very competitive match nonetheless. And then we started off with our first title match of the night. The tag team titles on the line. Disorderly Conduct, the challengers, taking on the champions, Fear Inc. And my goodness, this was a match for the ages. Hard-hitting, fast-going, fast-paced, both teams giving it all. In the end, Fear Inc. picking up the victory and retaining the OSWA tag team titles. Next up, we had a great match. 6-man tag team action on the line. The Three Amigos, along with a returning Taco Grande, taking on Medical Malpractice, Dr. Bad, Nurse Blueberry, and a surprise return from former corporate champion Mr. Hollywood. Haven't seen him in feels like over a year here at OSWA. Made his return tonight here, and unfortunately on the losing end of an effort from the Three Amigos, then picking up the victory in 6-man tag team action. And then the second of our title matches tonight, and this one was a barn burner. Triple threat rules apply for the OSWA Ultimate Championship. The champion Marcus Adams taking on Sweet Daddy and the War Machine John Hogan, and that match absolutely hard hitting from beginning to end. And in the end, even with some underhanded tactics by both John Hogan and Sweet Daddy, Marcus Adams, giving it the fight of his life, walks away still the OSWA Ultimate Champion. And then the match that tonight was even made for, the Corporate Ladder match. 6 men competing in that very dangerous, very career-shortening match, the Corporate Title Ladder match here. We had the champion Scott Mayson taking on the Generations champion, the Coyote Tim Miller, alongside with him other great competitors such as James Boulevard of the Book Club. We also had Michael Manson in there, and then 2 newcomers to the matchup. Being Chad Silver was unable to compete tonight. Xander Ramon taking his spot, and then the mystery man. Who would be the 6th man? But the man from the future himself, the return of Alpha McFly back to OSWA, trying to claim a championship. He has never held the corporate title on the line. In the end, bladders were thrown, bodies were bruised, beaten, and battered, and in the end, we saw the Coyote Tim Miller himself climb that ladder, retrieve both titles, and now was the Generations and OSWA corporate champion. And we thought that was the end of an amazing night of action, but that was not all. After the match was over, after Tim was celebrating, my guest at this time was a man who absolutely made the biggest impact of the night, your new OSWA Corporate and Generations Champion, Mr. James Boulevard. And James, I got to ask the question that has been on everybody's mind since the end of it. For you, teaming with Tim Miller in the Book Club for well over a year, becoming one of the longest reigning tag champions here in OSWA history, why would you turn your back on your partner, cash in your golden ticket, and take the titles from him? Why would you do that to him?
Why? You see, I know you're going to watch this, Tim. So excuse me for a minute, but I'm going to solely direct this at you. You see, I didn't double-cross you. There's 468 days that we were tag team champions. Every night, every single time we stepped in that ring, I opened up the book. And I didn't read a different passage every night. I read you the same passage every time. And what did that passage say? You got to ask yourself, what did it say? It said, when the opportunity knocks, you take it. So you see, I didn't turn my back on you. I didn't double-cross you. That golden ticket, it was a door. And all I did was answer the door to opportunity. And if you want to be mad, that's your problem. And if you want to make something of it, that's going to be a problem. You see, what you need to do, Tim, you need to think long and hard before you take that drive. Because it's a winding, curving, dangerous, swerving, dead-end boulevard to oblivion. I hope that answers your question.
A very opportunistic James Boulevard cashing in the golden ticket. It is now the current corporate and generations champion. What's going to become of all this here at OSWA? You'll have to find out in 7 days' time next week right here. The O Show returns. We see all the fallout from Corporate Ladder 2017, and it's going to be a show you do not want to miss. So make sure you make your way here to to 205 Commerce Parkway here in Cornelia, Georgia, right here for our next edition of the O Show here at OSWA. But before we go, I have a man here tonight who has made a very huge impact here at OSWA and would like to say some parting words here to the OSWA universe. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clint Eller.
Michael Gentry, OSWA fans, OSWA believers, Clint Eller here. If you weren't here tonight, you missed a great show. New up-and-comers, Pitbull, James Boulevard got the sneak over on Tim Miller, but I see a lot of good things come from Tim Miller. We've got a lot of good things going on. I just wanted to say thank you for all the believers out there. When Mr. Popham and I had this idea and started it, we never knew it would grow to this big. I have been here since day one. I think I've missed about 3 shows in 4.5 years. But it is time for me to step out of the ring. November would be 24 years. I got to end it at the OSWA with my friends, my family, my brothers, you guys, the fans. It has been a great ride. I'm not saying I won't be here. I'm just saying I won't be in the ring. Going to have some neck surgery, shoulder surgery coming up. And when I get done with that, we're going to see what the O has in store for me. Thank you again for everybody. And don't miss next week's show. It will be amazing. I'm betting Tim Miller is going to get his hands on James Boulevard. But that's just what I think.